Good morning, my dear children. Today we are going to learn about possessive pronouns and reflexive pronouns. And for that, please open your textbook to page number 20 and you'll find the heading Language in Use. So, shall we start our class? Yes. Before learning about possessive pronouns, there's something we have to discuss about. And let's look at that. What is a pronoun? Most of you might know what a pronoun is, but still we'll revise it once again. A pronoun is a word used in the place of a noun. A pronoun is a word used in the place of a noun. Look at the example. John is a good boy. And look at the next sentence. John loves to play piano. So here we have two sentences and the name John is repeated in the first sentence and the second sentence. So we already told that a pronoun is a word used in the place of a noun. So what we're going to do is look at the example once again. John is a good boy. So in the second sentence, instead of you using John again, I'm going to use the pronoun he. So the sentence is he loves to play piano. John is a good boy. He loves to play piano. So the pronoun he stands for the noun John. Once again I'll say he is the pronoun used in the place of the noun John. Some of the pronouns are he, his, she, her, our, your, I, my, mine, their, it, they, them, you, your, etc. And these are some of the pronouns which we use in the place of a noun. Okay, now let's look at what a possessive pronoun is. A possessive pronoun shows who or what something belongs to. That is, for example, if something belongs to someone, so we use a possessive pronoun to show that. Look at the example here. This book is hers. So there is a girl and that girl had a book and she kept it somewhere. So you can say that the book is hers. So you're showing that that thing belongs to someone. So the possessive pronoun in this sentence is hers. So hers is a possessive pronoun which we have used to show that the book belongs to that person. A possessive pronoun shows who or what something belongs to. And there is one more thing which we have to keep in mind. Possessive pronouns are not followed by nouns. That is, possessive pronouns can stand alone in a sentence. Possessive pronouns can stand alone in a sentence and they are not followed by any nouns. So let's look at the example, and by this example you will understand what is the difference between a possessive pronoun and a pronoun. We have a sentence, but it's written in two ways. Okay, the first sentence, let's look at the first sentence. This garden is mine. Okay, this garden is mine. And look at the next sentence. This is my garden. Okay, so look at the first sentence once again. This garden is mine. So here mine is a possessive pronoun. That is, the garden belongs to me. So mine is a possessive pronoun. And look at the sentence, children. This garden is mine. And is there any noun which is after or that is after the possessive pronoun? Do you find any noun that is after mine, after the word mine? Do you find any noun over there in that sentence? No. That is, this garden is mine. So after mine there is nothing else, and just we are ending the sentence. Yes or no? But now let's look at the next sentence. This is my garden. So in this sentence, my is a pronoun, and after my, did you see garden? Garden is a noun. So look at the difference between these two sentences. In the first sentence, mine is a possessive pronoun and we do not find anything after that word. The sentences, we have ended that sentence. But look at the second one. After mine, you can find a noun, and that noun is garden. So this is the difference. So possessive pronouns are not followed by nouns. So like, this garden is mine. So look at the sentence. In the sentence, mine is standing alone. Yes or no? That is, we are not supporting by any noun. I hope you understood the sentence. Once again, I'll say possessive pronouns show when something belongs to someone, and also they can stand alone in a sentence. That is, they are not supported by any noun. Like the example, this garden is mine. I hope you understood. Few of the possessive pronouns are mine, ours, his, hers, theirs, yours, and so on. These are few of the possessive pronouns. Children, now let's look at exercise A. And we have 5 questions in this exercise, so let's do it. Exercise A. Fill in the blanks with possessive pronouns. And the first question is, are we going to watch the finals at the house or at dash? So what is the possessive pronoun, or which way we have to use in this sentence? It's mine. Are we going to watch the finals at their house or at mine? So mine is the possessive pronoun we have to use in this sentence. Second one, we are having our dinner now. When do you want to have dash? We are having our dinner now. When do you want to have yours? Okay, yours is the possessive pronoun we have to use in this sentence. And there's one thing I want to remind you. We have to find how many persons are in this sentence. That is, it can be either singular or plural, and that we can find only by looking at the nouns or pronouns. In some sentences we find the nouns, and in some sentences we can find only the pronouns. So that's how we have to find the answer. Okay, the third question. Do you know, Swami, that house over there is dash? His. Do you know, Swami, that house over there is his? His is the possessive pronoun we have to use in this sentence. The fourth one, Swami's friends came out to the hall happily. Swami was not sure about his exam, but they were happy with dash. Swami's friends came out of the hall happily. Swami was not sure about his exam, but they were happy with dash. What might be the word we have to use in the sentence? Theirs. Theirs, because we are talking about Swami's friends. So theirs is the possessive pronoun we have to use. And please keep this thing in your mind. Possessive pronouns we use when something belongs to someone. Okay. So that's the situation is. Okay, we'll go to the fifth one. Rani goes to school on a red bicycle. Rani goes to school on a red bicycle. That red bicycle is hers. Hers. Hers is the possessive pronoun and we are showing that the red bicycle belongs to Rani. So in the other questions also we have to find that relation, that is something is belonging to some person, or it might be more than one also. Okay, shall we move to the next section? Yeah, the next section is about reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns, and it's very easy, children. The word itself shows it, that is, it's something reflexive, or if you do something, it what do we say that it if it affects us, if we do something, by doing that it affects us back. Okay, keep this in your mind. Now let's look at the definition of it. A reflexive pronoun is used to show that the person who does the action is also the person who is affected by it. That is, for example, if I am doing some action, I will be the person who is affected by that action. Or if you are doing some action, you will be affected by that action. Okay, and we use few words for that, and that word shows that affected, that you are affected by that action. Look at the example. Swami had found himself writing the last line of the last sentence at 4:30. So in this sentence, you can find that Swami is doing some action. What is he doing? He is writing. So that is the action he is doing, and he is affected by it. Swami is doing the action writing, and by that action he is affected by it. So the word which shows what is that? The reflexive pronoun we use in the sentence is himself. Okay, so himself is the reflexive pronoun we find in this sentence. Swami had found himself writing, so he's doing the action and he is also affected by that. The last line of the last sentence at 4:30. And there's one thing that we have to learn. We do not use a reflexive pronoun after verbs which describe things people usually do for themselves, such as wash, shave, dress, etc. So there are some things people do for themselves. For example, I do some things for myself. That is, I wash, I dress, I brush, I bath. So those are the things I do for myself. Okay, so I cannot use reflexive pronoun for such kind of words. Or you also do such kind of things for yourself, yes or no? So you cannot use such kind of words. Look at the example. We do not say he dressed himself up for the occasion. We cannot say in this way, he dressed himself up for the occasion. You can say that he dressed up for the occasion. That's how you say it. You cannot, because dressing is something we do it for ourselves, yes or no? So we cannot use such kind of reflexive pronouns in these kind of sentences. So let's go to the exercises. Fill in the blanks with correct reflexive pronouns. Fill in the blanks with correct reflexive pronouns. It's in page number 21. First question. The teacher hoped that the students would behave dash. The teacher hoped that the students would behave themselves. The teacher hoped that the students would behave themselves. Themselves is the reflexive pronoun you have used in this sentence. Shall we go to the next one? Okay. Father made dash a cup of coffee. Father made himself a cup of coffee. Father made himself a cup of coffee. Third one. You shouldn't blame dash for the accident. You shouldn't blame yourself for the accident. You shouldn't blame yourself for the accident. Fourth one. Don't worry about the children. They can entertain dash for some time. Don't worry about the children. They can entertain themselves for some time. And the fifth one. We should always introduce dash first when we want to know who the other person is. We should always introduce ourselves first when we want to know who the person is. So did you find in reflexive pronoun you can find either the word self or selves. For one person it's self, for plural it's selves. So look at that in the first sentence we have students, it's plural, so it's themselves. And the second sentence father is singular, so it's just himself, self. Third one you can be either singular or plural, but in this sentence it's singular, so you have used yourself. Fourth one, they don't worry about the children. They, so children is a plural noun, or they is a plural pronoun, so we have used themselves. Okay, the fifth one also, we is a plural pronoun, so we have used the reflexive pronoun ourselves. So did you find? For singular we use self, and for plural selves. It shows that the action is affected. We are affected by the action. If we have any doubts, please feel free to ask. And tomorrow we'll be dealing with the rest of the exercises. And there's one more thing I want to remind you. Please learn uh, the portions for the exam, because from the next week you have the exam, so the portions are very little, so you can learn it. Please don't waste the time. Please, you have got a lot of time, the whole day you have after uh, listening to the classes. Okay, you have the rest of the time. Please try to learn, and don't think that it's nothing serious, so never think that, but finish your portions. And from the next week we are going to have the exam, so prepare well, children. And probably this lesson might not be included for the exam, but still, as we have started the lesson, we have to complete this, so don't worry about this, but still complete the exercises and complete the notes. And we'll see tomorrow, children, and until then, take care.